Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
I got a call on, was it Thursday? From my egg coordinator that my egg donor is ready to lay her eggs.
Oh, good.
Early. And they flew her to Dallas yesterday, and she's supposed to lay her eggs.
Are you going to be there?
No.
Okay. So you're not going to meet her?
Well, so I think I do if I go and look in the contract, but we don't have contact with her.
Do you have a picture of her?
No.
Wait, how do you know what she looks like?
Well, we've had Zoom calls.
Yeah.
And I could have taken a photo, but that's a part of the...
I would have recorded that, screenshot it, and went on Google Images and found her and been like, if something's wrong with these eggs, I'm coming for you.
I mean, it's more for their protection, same way as I don't want her to dig into me and all that stuff.
Kind of, sort of. I would find out. I would find out.
So we'll get her information after the fact. But apparently, leading up to your egg retrieval, it's not the most comfortable or glamorous process.
Did you think it was going to be?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, whatever the meds that you're on, you look like you've gained 15 pounds with how it bloats you.
Yeah, I hear it's horrible.
And so they were if y'all want to do dinner when she's in town, we can coordinate that. And we were sure. And she was I think I'm going to be fat and uncomfortable. So no. And I was okay.
No. Okay. Well, I have never, you know what? This has really made me realize, because you've spent so much money and you're not even having to spend it on a surrogate. So
tell me about it.
I mean, I just feel really blessed that
you have a cooter. Congrats.
Yes. Truly. I had no idea.
Congrats on not being gay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So, but I have had friends who have struggled to get pregnant and who have friends who were single and froze their eggs. And so I know that it's not the best situation. I know it can be hard.
Yeah. Well, and then I got a call from our surrogate who's doing all this testing right now. And she was hey, not to be difficult, but these nurses that I'm dealing with are treating me like I'm a farm animal.
Oh my gosh.
And I was what? And she was reading me some of the emails they send her. And I was oh my God, it's such a weird process, especially when you're not doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel it's a full-time job for me. I truly did.
Oh my gosh. You're going to...
Between paying for it and coordinating it.
It's great. We got to have our crypto
give me a
hit
baby
soon, because I feel you're going to be broke before
Tell me about
too long. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too, and I'm excited for the bills to stop coming.
Do you know, are you going to know what sex the baby is? Or
so
are you going to figure that out?
Eggs this week.
Uh-huh.
And then the egg and the sperm come together for 5 days and they cook.
Uh-huh.
And then we have embryos, and those embryos get sent off. They're gone for about 2 to 3 weeks while they do a biopsy on these, a little tiny biopsy on these embryos.
Okay.
And they do testing on them. I forgot what the testing. It's PGT something testing. And then with that information, we'll know the sex of each embryo. We'll know if would be any birth defects. We'll know a lot. And then they'll rank the embryos healthiest to least healthy, and we'll also know the likelihood of each one taking.
Yeah.
So then we'll,
so you'll
put
probably
them in
pick
there.
the healthiest. You're not you won't pick based on sex. You'll pick on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, based on health. So we could get all of one gender, and that's just what we get. And then we will, put it up there.
Yeah, because the men. Well, and you're both men, but you're doing your husband's sperm first. So that the men pick the gender, which is interesting because back in the day, whenever you had the kings,
they had the woman, right?
Yeah, they would blame the woman, and that's not the case. It's the men who, So, anyways, I'm excited. I hope you have a girl for me, but I feel my boys would be really great if you had a boy. Mm-hmm. So I'm fine either way.
Well,
don't choose for me, okay? Don't choose based on what made me happy. You can do either.
That takes a lot off my shoulders.
I know it does. I'm excited for you. I'm
I am too.
excited.
I feel once she's pregnant, then like we're in the easy part. But like, are we? I don't know.
So,
and then also, okay, let me just ask you this, because I was talking to Zach about this over the weekend. So our surrogate gives birth.
Yeah.
Right? And we are going to where she is for the birth because like, I was like, I don't want you traveling pregnant, whatever. So that made most sense. Do we like take the baby and say, thank you, have a good day? And like, go, like what's proper etiquette to like, we just took the baby out of you. About gotta go.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, you have a relationship with this lady, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I would say,
and I'm sure we'll, get advice from therapists and doctors on this, and they'll kind of. But I'm just in my mind, I'm like that. If I was her, I carried this for 9 months. Now it's out of me. I think I'd be in shock.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I mean, I love people that do. I think that's amazing. I just could not. Personally, because I've had 2 kids, there's no way I'd be like, that's my baby too.
Or maybe it'll be a relief. Maybe she'll be like, oh, thank goodness.
No, I don't know. But I would talk to her and see what she thinks and maybe do a therapy session with you, your husband, and her, like a really weird trio therapy session of like what those expectations are.
We already have to do those. Yeah.
So that way you're all having the same expectations.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, and even if we talk about it now, like, I'm sure the thought process for both of us will be different then than it will be now. But
you're going to be in the room when she gives birth, right? Okay, yeah. So I would say the only thing is maybe look in her eyes and not, the doctor's like, do you want to see? Maybe say, no, it's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
I thought Travis was going to pass out. So I had my mom in for the first baby because he cannot like watch anything with blood. Like if somebody, I'm telling you, if our child was bleeding, I would have to be the hero because he would pass out. Like he cannot stand blood. He cannot stand anything. Like I give myself a shot once a week and like he can't. Like I'll do the needle and I do like an intramuscular shot like on my booty, like upper like booty area. And he cannot see a needle go in. Like if you're watching TV, and there's like anything blood related, he like looks away.
I'm the same way. I hate needles. I hate blood, but I like, so do I want to see the baby come out?
Well, no. I thought my husband would not because I thought he was going to pass out. So I was like, I don't want to be alone with just the doctor, my doctor and nurses. So I had my mom in the room as well, just kind of standing sitting in the corner in case my husband passed out because I was like, I've never done this before. I'm scared. I need somebody that loves me in this room to help me. And but Travis was not at all like the baby was crowning. You know what that is? Like
when it's like halfway out?
The head's there. And the doctor was like, do you want to look? And he watched the whole thing and he was like, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. But it's a miracle. It really is. Travis is, he always says, like, if you don't believe in miracles and you don't believe in a God and you see something like that, like, I don't see how you, like, it's like it's like witnessing a really cool, amazing miracle. It's a beautiful thing. I'm excited for you. It really is. Like, to the point to where I was excited to give birth to Cruz because it was such an amazing experience. Now, the labor part, not so much. Like, there was a point where I was like, listen, that head is not meant to come out of this hole. So let's just back up after I had tried to push so many times. And I was like, let's back up. Let's just do a C-section. And the doctor was like, oh no, you're too far down the road. Like you have to do this. I was like, oh my God.
Push him back in.
Listen, a C-section it is. And but you know what? It happened. And then, so it's a miracle. It's amazing. But she'll be fast. She already has a kid. So it'll be a lot faster. You'll be like, wow, that thing almost fell out. That's how it was for me.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but it'll be so quick that you'll be shocked. It's not going to be, I feel like your second baby a lot of times, like it's not as long of a labor as the first one. The first one, it takes forever.
Did you feel like pregnancy went by quick for you?
No, well, the second time, because I didn't tell anyone until I was a good 3 months along. Because the first one, I still waited a little bit, but I think the first one, Travis and I were so excited. We kind of told people probably earlier than we really should. The second one, I purposely waited and I was like, do not tell anybody, Travis. And but I purposely waited until I was a good like 3.5 months, because the thing that makes it go forever is everybody's constantly asking you about it.
Yeah.
So then, you're like, oh my gosh. But I loved being pregnant. I liked the fact, it really is. It's great. Like,
That's what my surrogate said too. She was like, she's very excited just to be pregnant.
No, I didn't love like how uncomfortable it was, but I loved the way people treated you when you were pregnant. Like, they treated you like you are the princess of Genovia.
Oh, she said she just loved like the feeling of being pregnant.
I loved my face when I was pregnant. Like, a lot of people don't love their face when it's fat. I felt like I had never looked better my face wise. Now my body, I felt like I looked like a little frog, because I like a booty, a big belly, and I just was like, oh my God, this is so horrible. But I liked being pregnant. Everybody would let you cut in front of the bathrooms. Like, they would literally, like, it was like you were this, like, it
was your birthday
princess.
every day.
Yes. Like, everyone would tell you how beautiful you looked. Like, if I put an ounce of effort into myself, they were like, this little pregnant girl.
She's like, bring
really
that back.
They would always be like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. And I loved how, like, chubby my face was. Like, it was like you had a filler for free. It was amazing. I loved it. My lips kind of got a little bit bigger. If my body matched my face, I would have been fine, but my body was special. But I really, like, I did like that part of it. I just didn't like how uncomfortable I was. And I was pregnant in the summer, and there's nothing like feeling like a little hippo in the Texas
middle of the
heat.
summer. I feel like it's going to fly by for Zach and I, though, because we are not like going through the daily motions of like pregnancy.
I think it flew by for Travis because he was drunk for all of my pregnancy. Like, when I say he thought he was never going to go out another day in his life, I literally was I should have went to marriage therapy with him at that point in my life. That man.
He thought it was over.
He was like,
him.
you know what? This is my last hurrah. Like, I'm never going out again. I'm like, whatever. You go out all the time.
And he's still hurrahing.
Yes, and he's still hurrahing. So, but yeah, he was out all the time to the point where I had a date where I was going to be induced, because I went up like right to the doctor was like, you can get induced like a week before your delivery date, right? So I was like, perfect. I had the date picked out. For Chance, he was July 12th, and I wanted him to be born on July 13th because I'm June 13th. So I was like, 13 is my lucky number, even though people think it's an unlucky number. It's lucky, trust me. And I was like, we're going to both have 13s. It's going to be great. And then Travis had gone out like nonstop, and then he went out. Say that I had the baby on Saturday. He went out like every day leading up to it, and he was too hungover to go out on Friday. And he thought I was going to be induced like 2 days later, but he really thought about it. He wanted to go out and like have one last hurrah like 2 days before I was supposed to be induced. And thankfully he was too hungover, so he did not go out. And when I say my water broke like 1 day early and he was at least sober, if he was wasted,
oh, I'd have killed him.
I would have killed him. That would have been horrible. But he was there, he was present, and I looked fabulous. If you're pregnant, highly recommend just going to blow dry bar like twice a week just so you look your best. It was great. It was great. I'm excited. Yeah. It's great. But that's what you should do for your surrogate. When it gets closer to time, get her like 10 blow dry bar sessions.
Mm-hmm. She's a simple girl. I don't know that she wants that. I'll offer it. Yeah.
Because you know why? Because there comes a point where you are so big, shaving your legs feels like a chore, blow drying your hair, like you're sweating, blow drying your hair. It's uncomfortable. So just having somebody else wash and blow dry your hair.
I do feel like I want to send her like on a vacation after this is over, just because you're going through one thing. Like, I think not having the baby in your body is like a shock. So taking your mind totally somewhere else might be helpful.
A cruise.
Yeah, or just something like, also to be like, I know you couldn't travel for the last few months, so thank you. Here's a trip to Mexico or a cruise. Speaking of cruise.
We are going.
Yes. Where are we going? Nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So they have a new ship. Celebrity Cruises. I don't even know the name of this ship. I've just been like in my own world. What's the name of the new ship? Do you know?
No.
You know what?
Apex?
But we're gonna know
it?
soon. Maybe that's it.
Or is that it?
I don't know. But it's a new. Trey's gonna find out for us. It is a new ship. We're gonna go. These are my favorite ones to do because you really don't go anywhere. You're in the water for like 2 days, which is a perfect amount of time for me. And all we do is like taste their food, like experience the new ship. It's super fun.
I don't know what the new one is.
Do you have it?
Oh.
Do you have it?
Celebrity Excel.
Ooh, I like that. Excel, like an Excel spreadsheet. We'll never forget.
Okay, I asked your manager last night who like, there's like a godfather and a godmother of each ship.
On every ship, yeah.
And this one's some like Brazilian chef, but no one will tell me who it is. I'm like, is this...
It's going to be a big surprise.
Is it someone I would know?
Probably not if it's a chef, but you know.
The last one that we went on, the godmother was Captain Sandy. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one, yes.
Because, you know, if things go wrong, I know that she can take over.
Very true,
And
yes.
we're good. Okay, wait, here she is.
What's her name?
Introducing godmother. Okay, they didn't put in her name. Oh.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Okay, spell it.
I think it's Jania Torres.
I don't know. I don't know anything about chefs. So, but it's going to be fun. Yeah. I bet all their ships are so pretty, but it's fun.
This is a big one. This is like a real big ship. I'm excited. But yeah, we're not leaving U.S. waters.
No, but we have to bring our passport. So I'm going to need you to come to my house and grab my passport a few days in advance because you are in charge of making sure that
I'm glad we talked about this last week, and I'm glad we did because I almost sent my passport off to get my name changed.
No,
so,
you cannot.
Thank goodness. I remember you didn't take yours one time.
I did
had to
not.
Be shipped, right?
It was like 2 years ago. They had a new ship out, and because you're just like by the U.S., I was like, oh, we're not really leaving the U.S. Like it's a new ship, so they do like a 2, kind of where. They'll have like press and like certain people that they invite experience the new ship before it's first selling, which is really fun. So I thought, I don't need my passport. Mm-hmm. We're not going anywhere really. And I show up.
Well, it's true. You're not leaving U.S. waters.
Yeah. And I show up and I need my passport. So I have to call my dad and I'm like, Dad, can you just email me a picture of my birth certificate, hoping my parents know exactly where my birth certificate is. So my dad, anyways,
Do you not have your birth certificate?
Travis does at the office, but he was out of town. So he was out of the country on a work trip. And then even this time, my mom's coming in because we're both traveling at the same time for work. So my work's just a lot more fun than his work. He has to go to a round table and then I got to do this. So it's nice.
We're going to be round at a table.
Yeah, we are going to be having so much fun. And we get to share a bed, which I'm so excited about. I hate sleeping alone.
She keeps saying that, but I'm pretty sure we requested 2 beds. But I think she's like manifesting 1 bed.
Wait, did you request? I did not request 2 beds. Did you?
I would have assumed that Lindsay would book 2 beds.
I always say 1 bed, 1 room. If we show up and there's 2 beds,
if there's 2 rooms.
No, there's not going to be 2 rooms. No, I will be like 1 room's for our clothes and the other room's for snuggling. I feel like this time I want to do more than hold toes. I want you to...
You want what?
I want you to spoon me.
Yeah. No.
So this is so funny. Okay, so Ron, who lives in our guest house, he's like 97, going to be 98 this year. Travis told me whenever we went on the cruise last time, like Ron always watches my story and stuff. And we were holding toes, and people who like Ron, who maybe doesn't know that we're just naturally very funny. And we is me. Nothing weird was going on. And then Ron told Travis, he said, are you sure that nothing's going on between Stephanie and Trey? Travis said, I am not worried whatsoever. And Ron's like, it doesn't bother you that they're going to bed holding toes? And then Travis is like, not at all,
It
Ron.
bothers me, Ron. It bothers me.
It's like, oh my gosh. So Ron's really going to be disturbed whenever we're spooning on my story. He's going to be like, I told you, Travis, something's going on.
Yeah, your big spoon.
Yeah. Travis is like, well, some people like girls and boys. And Travis, and I've been around the world. And Travis said, pretty sure Trey is not one of those people.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah.
No concerns there.
Yeah, no, but he was very concerned.
Well, I think our government's reopening today.
I hope so.
Thank God, because I was not looking forward to traveling this week if it wasn't open.
No, me neither. Me neither. No, I think it is opening. Please, Lord Jesus, open. Also, for many reasons. Also, I need to get out of some cryptocurrency, and I feel like that is the way to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, we had one coin that was up like 130% in one day.
Last week we were finally in the green, not by much.
I was praising Jesus.
We were up like $20, but we were up.
Listen, but you know what? It was the first time we were up in like 11 months. And I said, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. And then it slowly went back down. But we believe.
Yes. It's like Santa.
Yeah, we believe in it. We believe in it. That it's going to happen before Christmas.
Yep.
That's my dream. If not, I'm just stuck in these dang cryptocurrency coins until it finally goes up.
That's right.
But I feel like the government reopening is part of it needs to reopen anyways. It's been way too long and, it's like crazy.
Holidays, people got Christmas gifts to buy, mortgages to pay.
Like, a lot of,
I would be beyond, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I know people that work
for
government jobs that have not been paid, and I was like, what do you
do in that case? Like, I guess they back pay whenever they reopen.
They do, but I was like, still have bills.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, what happens? How do you get money for the bills? I mean,
so they said they called like all their lenders, like their mortgage lender, who they finance their cars through, and just said, hey, I work for blank, 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 and like I'm not paid, and they're like, okay. They said most of the people they talked to said we can put you on a deferred payment and figure that out. So, because it's not just like an isolated, I lost my job issue.
Yeah.
But like that would
that's a very stressful thing, especially
even heading into the holidays. Like this is when most people are doing the most shopping and you got no money.
Groceries alone. I was asking my cousin, who lives here, I'm like, good Lord. I always wonder, like, how much do you spend on groceries a month? Because I think I spend a small fortune and my children eat it all day one and then I have to go buy them again. But I'm like, just grocery shopping alone is so freaking expensive. Like to the point where I'm like, I think it's cheaper to eat at Taco Bell than to make food.
It is. I feel like I grew up knowing like eating at home is cheaper.
Yeah.
And mind you, we were like a family of 5. But for Zach and I to eat, it is more expensive for us to go to the grocery store because then I have to go home, then I have to cook it. One, I have to think of what I'm even going to make out of these things. Then I have to go get it. Then I have to cook it. And then I got to give myself a tip because, I did all the work. So I deserve something for all this effort. It's more expensive. It's just easier to order food.
Yeah. I mean, I have to cook because my kids, I have to feed my children. I have a friend who was telling me, who was it? Oh, our friend Stephanie was saying yesterday that because I was like, oh, I'm not a huge breakfast person. Like it's always a meal that I could do with or with. I just don't love like breakfast food. I'm not really that hungry until like 1:00 anyway. But I wish I was a breakfast person because it's the most important meal of the day, right? And I think they say if you have like a really big breakfast and a big lunch and then you have a small dinner, then you will be really in great shape, right? Because I guess your body can process everything. Whatever. I'm not that girl. Dinner is my favorite meal of the day. Like I love dinner. It's my favorite. I love it. And I don't like breakfast. So, and she was like, oh, I don't eat dinner. She said, I just eat I eat a big breakfast and I eat lunch and I don't even eat dinner. And I was like, how in the world? Like I could never do that because my family.
No, I love dinner.
I love dinner. And also regardless if I ate dinner or not, I have to cook it every night for my kids. So it doesn't make any sense for me not to be a dinner fanatic. But yeah, I just have never been. So yesterday was Zach's birthday celebration. We do this a little early, this podcast. We recorded a few days in advance, just in case, they need to edit the crap out of it. So Zach's birthday brunch was at Catch, which was great, by the way. And I liked it because it wasn't only birthday stuff. Like I could have chips and guacamole, sushi. Like they had everything. Real, and it's delicious. It was really, really great. And then Travis was flying in. He went to Wisconsin with his buddy for like less than 24 hours to meet somebody for a job and then to go to a game at the college that they're working with. So I had Travis come in and meet us at the tail end of it. But I told Trey, I was like, this is a great idea for a birthday. I feel like you did that birthday just for me, even though it was for your husband, because it was brunch. It was like at 1 o'clock. It was the perfect time. Everybody's kind of hungry at that time. The food was delicious. And it's like you go, you have drinks, you're home at a decent hour.
Yeah, I think I was in bed by 7. It was great.
It was great.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Early bedtime.
The food was really good. If you like catch, it was, how much is that per person? Was it expensive?
It's an expensive brunch. It's like $100 a person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It does not include like alcohol.
Oh,
but
I don't know if I would do that then for $100 a person.
I don't know if I would do it again.
That birthday. Yeah.
It was a lot, but like the food is good. Like I got my money's worth. They lost money on me because I had a lot of oysters. I had, I don't know, 6 or 7 plates.
They were doing like these, they think they called them a bump of
caviar.
Fish eggs. Yeah.
Yeah. Caviar. They had like a little caviar cart that like went around. So it was nice.
See, I feel like that was wasted on me.
It was an experience.
Yeah, it was an experience, but for the money, it would be a waste on somebody like me. Like you really went and had like 5 plates, which
I sure did.
I was like, you know what, you go. But I think as I'm not a big, you know, if it was dinner, I think I would have really made my mind. But I'm just not that hungry in the mornings.
No, I had a light dinner the night before, knowing like
you were coming for it.
I'm coming for these. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good though. It was a great birthday. I appreciated the fact that it was at a reasonable time on a Sunday.
At a place that she liked.
Yeah, at a place that I really liked. I woke up and I did Pilates beforehand. I think the lady that taught Pilates had heard our podcast the week before because I was saying how I, felt like I was so good I could have taught it. No, this bitch was ready for me. I walked in and she, first of all, was probably, she wasn't like a young chicken, right? Like she was the best shape of anyone I've ever seen, right? Like this lady, like she definitely did Pilates every day of her life. I mean, she's like muscle, like better shape than most 20-year-olds, okay? Like great shape. So I walk in because, the night before I was like, you know what? I have my New Year's resolution and I told Travis about him and he laughed in my face yesterday. But part of it is I'm going to be the best at everything. That's right. He was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, no, I said, I have a New Year's resolution. I'm working on it early. But I said, he was like, what is your New Year's resolution? I said, well, it's a general. I'm going to be the best at everything. And he started laughing in my face. And I said, what in the world is wrong with you? And he said, like, what? And I said, well, I'm going to be like in the best shape I've ever been in, right? I was like, I'm going to be like,
Which I think you already are.
When Cruz was little, I was running like half marathons. So I feel like I was in better, but I'm going to get in that shape, like my Cruz. But I feel like I've really been working the last 4 or 5 months but I was doing that Caroline Gervin thing.
And let me just tell you, this all started because she went to a workout class that used to be hard for her and then it wasn't hard for her. And she was like, the world is my bitch.
Oh yeah. This is like the last 2 weeks I was like, wait, I am amazing. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? My New Year's resolution, I'm already so I said, I'm already starting, but this is for next year too. So I was like, I'm going to be the best and Travis was like, oh my Lord, you're crazy. And then I said, yes, I'm going to be the best mother I can be. I'm working on that. My kids drive me crazy, so I really need to have Jesus help me at that. I said, I feel like we are really we've been working on our marriage this year, for this year. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to be the best wife, which I already am right now. I said, Travis, what do you want? I said, Travis, we were real drunk. I said, hey, what can I do to improve and make you happy? And he said, you're perfect. And I said, I know, but what can I do to improve and make you happy? He said, right now you are a 10 out of 10. I said, okay, well, if I ever get
I'm going for 12.
Below a 10, let me know. But anyways, so I feel like I've really been intentional working on my marriage because I have a great therapist. Trey has been going, how good is my therapist?
Yeah, he's great.
He's like, great therapist.
I understand why he works for you and Travis.
Okay, explain.
He has a way of Zach and I will see him because I was like, I want to child-proof our marriage. So let's just get ahead of that. And he will say things that I'm like, huh? He'll explain things and why you are the way you are and why you think the way you think and kind of the science into it. I don't care about why that happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like Zach and Travis do. So for Zach, he leaves feeling like he learned something because he understands more about himself or about me. I don't need to know. I'm like, this is it. This is great. Yeah. But they understand the why aspect, and he's very good about explaining the why piece.
Yeah. Well, I was telling my mom this morning, the thing I like about the guy therapist that I think is really affected, like I can only speak for my marriage, and like because I've gone to a lot of different therapists in the past. In the past, Travis and I have gone to therapy, and I always left feeling worse after therapy than I did going into therapy, because I felt like the therapist kind of sat back and let it be a bitch session, right? Like you would just complain about each other, and then you would leave feeling bogged down and like, okay, like this is, and then I would just dread the next therapy session. But with the therapist we have now, I don't ever feel like bogged down whenever I leave, because it's not like you don't go in and just bitch about each other. Like I feel like he comes with solutions, and he's all about like his biggest thing, which is so easy. And I don't know why every therapist doesn't do this, but his biggest thing, at least with Travis and I, is like being intentional, which sounds so stupid and easy, right? But neither of us were really intentional in our marriage before we started seeing him. I think that we both were wanting the other person to change, and then like somewhere along the way, 45 years later, I realized that the only person I can really change is myself, and the only person Travis, like I can't change Travis. He has to want to change, and vice versa. And being intentional every day, and then realizing like how your partner receives love. Because Travis and I receive love very, very differently. And I think in our marriage we've known each other for 2 decades. So we've been married about 18 years, but Travis was always like a gift giver, and that's how he showed love. And I love to get a nice gift, but that does not make me feel loved. Like it's like, oh, thank you. And it feels good for a minute, but it really did not make me feel, that's not how I receive love.
Yeah.
And for me, I am very comfortable showing love with being kind. So I was like, oh, if I'm kind and just like let him do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm just kind and easygoing, that's me showing love, but that's not how my husband receives it. So just flipping that, when you and Zach probably know, but it took Travis and I 18 years to realize that we were giving love in a way that the other person wasn't able to really receive. So Travis is very much a actions person. What is it? We're like acts of service. Yeah. So like today I woke up and I say, and it's very easy because usually he doesn't really want me to do anything. It took me this long to realize, but I'm like, hey, I woke up and I was like, hey, is there anything I can do today to make your life a little easier and to help you out? And he said, actually, I have these 2 jackets that I need to get dry cleaned. I was like, easy peasy. That'll take me 10 minutes. So like acts of service for him. And then, oh my goodness, is a big one. And then I think quality time for him too. And then for me, all you have to do is just tell me how much you love me and how great I am and say, I love you. And I'm easy peasy. So I just need people to blow smoke up my ass, and I will be a happy little girl. So he blows smoke up my ass now, which I really appreciate. So that's all.
And that's marriage.
Yes. And that's all. And I'm telling you, everybody listening, I swear to God, it's real easy once you figure out how the person receives love. It really is.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. You can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye. Yay Media Group.